I'm born and raised in Texas, and honestly, I've never lived anywhere else. But I've still only seen a fraction of the state, and as someone who loves the outdoors, I thought to myself, how hard could it be to visit every state park in Texas in a year? How many state parks are there in Texas? Oh, nearly 90. But there's only 52 weeks in a year. But I decided I don't care how difficult it is, we're gonna visit every Texas state park in 1 year, 2026. And to keep it interesting, we actually have a couple rules. Let me grab the rules real quick. Rule number 1, if a park is known for camping, then we must camp at said park. Rule number 2, if a park has a body of water we are allowed to swim in, we must swim in it. Rain, shine, hot, cold, safely. And rule number 3, we must complete the activity that the park is most known for. Now, most of these parks are probably known for hiking, but a lot of them are known for fishing, kayaking, horseback riding, golfing. So we're gonna try to find whatever is at the top of that list and complete it. So once we add all of those rules up, unfortunately, it's not a very easy drop in, buy a park pass, and call it a day. And along the way, I am sure that we'll visit lots of small towns, coffee shops, diners, restaurants, who knows, you name it. Literally, let me know where I should visit, because while I love the nature in Texas, it's not just the nature that makes Texas special, it's the people. And of course, I want to be mindful and have a positive impact with this kind of project. So my goal is to complete at least 5 conservation or stewardship projects throughout the year. And for every new subscriber, I'm going to donate 1 penny to the Texas Parks and Wildlife Foundation. But before that, our very first park is right in my backyard, McKinney Falls State Park. We did it. We're on the road. Our first stop on this road trip. I've been sick all week, still pushing through. Let me tell you, I'm just feeling a lot of emotions, and honestly, I feel like none of them really feel positive. I'm feeling hungry, overwhelmed, tired, sore throat. What else? What else are we feeling, Indy? And I feel like I'm racing against the clock to get to McKinney on time because the sun is gonna set like in an hour. It's gonna take me an hour to get there. And I'm just like, but I'm excited. I'm just ready to like be there and be settled. Lovely Texas highway. We got the jams playing. The alternative playlist. Here's who we're listening to through most of this road trip journey. Most likely. Okay, we got our ice from the QT. No more stops. We're ready to head into the park. This is definitely an easy one to go to from Austin. I'm coming from Pflugerville, so it feels even farther. But I literally have friends who live right around the corner from this park. It's within Austin city limits, which is so cool. Indy, your breath stinks. We're gonna get there at 6. Let's see what time the sun sets. I'm really stressed about the time, but I'm gonna pause so I can read this. 6, oh my gosh. 5:35, 10 minutes. Well, we're it's fine. Never to sleep again. It'd be one thing. I don't know where the going. Okay, seems like just keep going right. Right. Into the darkness. Okay, 52. I can't see anything. Okay. 55, okay, the numbers are getting bigger. We're heading in the right direction. We are really back here. We're like the farthest back campsite. Why did I do this to myself? Because I was like, I don't want to be by people. 67, what are we? We're 64. We've gone too far. Okay, focus on driving. We did it, we made it. It's dark. Modern camping. Airplanes overhead. Let's get this campsite set up. My camp gear is all the way in the front of the truck. Tent. I remember to have light. And even smarter, a headlight. Wow. Game changer. Holding dog. Setting up camp. This is it. It's a Wednesday night. I can't believe we're out here. I really can't believe we're doing all this in the dark. No. Oh, we have a visitor. Oh my gosh, thank God. I really thought that I'd forgotten the tent stakes after Audie said, don't forget the tent stakes, so I'm really glad I found them. He just looks like a little dot running across the concrete. Can't even see him. This one could not get in. I think I can use this as my hitting rock. There we go. Starting to look like it could be a tent. Okay, for dinner, we're making ramen. Do you put celery in ramen? I think you put some celery in your ramen. Do you want some celery in your ramen? Chicken broth with your celery. Is that good, Indy? Okay, that's plenty. Like, way some more. Oh my gosh, okay. Let me get your bowl if you're that thirsty. Percolator noodles. Except, you know though, I didn't bring a pan. Mr. Audie joined me, but guess what? He's not even staying the night.
Yeah, letting her give the full experience. My guest in our camp, I say.
Welcome to camp, Emma.
There you go.
Wow, so smart. Little meat, protein, some greenery. Indica. Legit, the one thing we always forget when we're camping is a pan. We're always cooking in like the most random stuff. Straight foil, in the percolator. I'm gonna have to use this percolator for coffee in the morning. It's gonna taste like sausage. It's fine, we're good. Ramen. Sausage me. Someone else wants to have some sausage. The campsite I got is definitely far out, so we'll see what this walk to the bathroom looks like. And then hopefully there's everything you need in there. And when I say everything you need, I mean toilet paper. Someone definitely was recently dropping something in here. Really, Texas weather is just so crazy because when I was planning this like 3 days ago, I was so worried that I was gonna be freezing, and now I'm like sweating and feel like my pajama pants are like too thick because it's too hot. Audie's leaving. So now I'll be back on my own. Honestly, it's like 8:37, almost 8:45, and I'm so ready for bed. We are nice and cozy in bed. India's like full cuddled up with me. I kind of just want to go to sleep, or I might even put on some Netflix. Terrible. The reason I want to do that is like I'm actually quite nervous. It's just really unfortunate to be a woman in these kinds of situations because it's like it's hot outside. It's not gonna rain, but I still have to put the rain flap on because I'm literally afraid that I'm gonna wake up and like see a man standing over me or something. I mean, it'll take some getting used to. I think the more that I do it, the more comfortable I will feel, but it just sucks to like have this nagging fear. But even Audie is like really nervous for me to be out here, and that's why he came earlier. But even he was like, okay, like we had the knives in the kitchen box. I was like, just leave it in the bed of the truck, and he's like, no, you have to put it into the truck because what if someone comes, then they open your kitchen box, they grab a knife, and now they have a weapon. Just fun things to have to think about right before you go to bed. Yeah. Are you excited to go hike tomorrow? I don't even think so. I think she's just like, what did you get me into? Where's the scoop? How am I supposed to know how much coffee? Well, I don't have the scoop that helps you measure out how much coffee goes into your AeroPress, but I did bring a scale. Audie made fun of me for it, but we have what we need. Pop that at the bottom. Okay, we want about 15 grams according to the internet. Hopefully I boiled this and then let it kind of sit a bit. So I'm hoping it's now more reasonable coffee temperature. Huh? Okay. There you have it. Ready to go cup of coffee. Didn't take too long, I don't think. Tastes pretty good for a camp stove cup of coffee. Our favorite visitors, the airplane. Lovely. Indy, my sweet girl, she was cuddled up. Like, she needs her own blow up mattress dog pad because she refused to leave mine. And that is this wide. At one point, she fully put her head into my sleeping bag. Like, I was sleeping on top of it and I was like, let me get into it. And she was like, oh, thank goodness, and stuck her head into her paws first into my sleeping bag. I think she was just as worried about us. Clearly hair's not getting brushed. It's 7:30 now. I technically start work at 8, but I worked 10 hours yesterday, so I think I can be a little late this morning. We need to find a hike to do. As we learned last night, I'm not very good at a map. This appears to be the direction we ought to be going. Oh, we actually do have some nice fall colors in here though, which is really nice. Wow, it's really beautiful. Look at those fall colors. Okay, and there's little picnic tables in here. If you're watching this from any other state besides Texas, I'm sure you're like, that's not even fall colors. But you know what? That's the closest to fall colors I ever really have seen in Texas. I grew up in the piney forest. Everything's green all year round. So we're at the falls, but as you can see, nothing is quite falling. This is the area where this water right here would come in and fill up this pond a bit more. Now I can hear water. Indy, please be smart. So there is some water flowing, which does mean eventually we'll have to action rule number 2. If there's water we can swim in, we have to swim in it. All right, I'm gonna get a little woo-woo on y'all for a second. Y'all mind if a girl gets a little woo-woo? Indy, I need you to walk normal. This was one of those moments when I think sitting there looking over the falls with the fall colors, the perfect layer of mist, just made me realize that this moment only exists right now. Those falls will never look like that ever again. Might they have fall colors? Yes. Might they look a little misty? Sure. But those leaves will grow, the angle of the sun will change, the amount of water in the falls will change. The moment that we just experienced can only happen right now. What is the lesson to be learned there? I don't know. I mean, for me, it might be different for you. For me right now, it's just miraculous to be like, it's a Thursday. It is a Thursday morning. I chose on my own whim to say, you know what? I need to come get this done, be here, camp on a Thursday, a Wednesday night to a Thursday, and come enjoy this beautiful park that's been right in my backyard for 6 years. I didn't have to do that. I could have planned for something else. I could have been here in 6 months. I could have been here 2 years ago. I could never be here at all. So I think for me, the thing that I'm picking up, the answers that I'm feeling, come here, is that you have to create these moments. Come here, let me untangle you. Is that if you want to have magical moments in your life, you have to create them for yourself. No one else is gonna drag your ass out of your comfort zone. Only you can choose to do that. Are we on a trail? What I have to say, if you're tired of the corporate grind or living the same day over and over and over again, guilty, then change your day. Easier said than done, absolutely. You always have a choice to change it, add something, take something away. And like that is what makes humans so unique and divine. Cheers, y'all. Now, did I bring water? No. Did I bring my coffee? Yes. I made some like pre-oatmeal baggies. Let's see. Let's see, does this have cinnamon? No cinnamon. Paprika. Spoon? We're already boiling. Still a little worried about putting hot water into this. Should be fine. First meeting that I have to be at is at 11. I did make it to work at like 8:15, even with our hike. So I don't want to hear anything from anyone that I work with. Okay, a great place to drop by if you are near McKinney Falls and you need food, drinks, coffee, is Drink's Backyard. They have a little coffee food truck called Later Gator, which is the cutest. There's a Smokin' Brew, which is burgers, wings, barbecue, and more. And then Drink's Backyard itself, which the building says Pilot Knob. I've never seen that before. Full bar, the usual, frozen margaritas, beers, big old TV out there, lots of outdoor seating, little fire pits as well, and of course dog friendly. And right now we're just gonna grab a little coffee. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Oh my god. The only downside is we're like on the road and it is very loud. But I got the Cajun gingerbread, which is espresso latte with molasses, butter pecan, and winter spice syrup. Cajun gingerbread. Because as well, this place is Cajun. So the owner's from Louisiana. She came over here. Now she's in Austin. Okay, this is so good. I was iffy on the butter pecan, but it's actually so good. I love the nuttiness. And then check these babies out. I honestly don't really know anywhere else in Austin that you can get like a beignet. If you do know, let me know. Cheers. It's like too good. Oh my god. Cheers, y'all. Go support small businesses. Okay, almost 6 o'clock. We're back at camp. I'm hungry. Let's make dinner. Indy is already having hers. Oy! Hopefully I can actually get to cook without a headlamp the whole time tonight. For dinner tonight, we have lentil protein pasta, really just lentil pasta. But one of the hardest things about this challenge is going to be eating healthy while on the road and camping the whole time. Y'all remember that video of Kylie Jenner trying to cut a cucumber? The key to good tomatoes in any dish is to season them before you put them into the actual dish. Not obviously if you're cooking them into a soup, but like I'm gonna have pasta with tomatoes in it, or like you're gonna salad or sandwich, already just salt and pepper your tomato. I ended up adding some Cajun seasoning, so I think it should be pretty good, or at least good enough. Now, I mean, actually being like alone for dinner feels pretty weird. I mean, taste. Can't go wrong once you slap some Cajun seasoning on something, but to me it tastes delicious. Good morning, Nugget. Last morning of camping, you're ready to be done, I'm sure. Yeah. She said, get me out of this. What is that? Oh my gosh. Big spider, I think on the outside of the tent. Why'd the spider move over here? Hello? The sweet kiss of life. Well, now it's time to start packing up. I haven't I haven't showered since the day I got here. It's been 2 nights. Well, I showered on the day of before I got here. So I didn't shower at all yesterday. But there's still one more thing we have to do before we leave, so hopefully that'll help. The worst part about camping is having to get everything to fit into these tiny little bags afterwards. I was very nervous about one of the campers nearby. I even was on the phone with Audie, like, this dude was just sitting here. Like, he had his car and he was just sitting in front of his car, which sounds like that's not the big deal. No tent, okay, maybe car camping. I didn't see anything happening, but like, I had turned on my truck lights to go to the bathroom and he was just sitting like a statue, like wasn't moving, and maybe a little slumped over, I don't know. I was like, interesting, okay. Like, it threw me off, but I was already driving, so I drove to the bathroom. I was there for quite a bit of time, changed clothes, brushed my teeth, that kind of stuff. And when I got back, he still was just sitting there, and I was like, that is weird. Like, in the dark, sitting in the dark. It didn't look like he was on his phone or anything, just like, I don't know. And so I just was like, that's weird, sketchy. Like, of course, that doesn't mean anything's gonna happen to me, but at the same time, like, you have to be on the lookout for kind of weird behavior. And that was very strange. So I was very back and forth with, like, should I just sleep in my truck? Should I sleep in the tent? Eventually calmed myself down, and then I was like, okay, we'll sleep in the tent. Just try to put the rain flaps, base level protection. And obviously we made it through, we survived. Come on. Good girl. Somehow we actually finished a container of propane. Not just on this trip, I'm sure we've had this container for a while, but I feel like we've bought so many propane tanks that you don't remember which ones you've already been using. Also, I don't really know how to check if it actually is empty. If you know how to check, let me know. But otherwise, I think we did it. Okay, so we have about 2 hours, what time is it? Oh, 3 hours to hike and get our swim in, suited up. I am not really looking forward to doing that, but I think it'll be good. But that's why I wanted it to be one of the rules, because every time I get into a body of water, it just feels amazing and I love it. But sometimes you need that push and that force to make it happen. I want to see the lower falls because I've never seen that. I don't think this is where we would swim. It's just kind of like to see what's going on over here. But it is time to say goodbye to our very first campsite on this Texas State Park road trip challenge, whatever you want to call it. It has for the most part been a good first solo camping experience. A great place to start, very accessible, easy to get to. All I can tell you though is this little girl right here, she's sick and tired of this. She's ready to go home. I put her in there last night because we went to the bathroom and I drove over there so she could sit in the car. And when we got back, she was not having it. Like, I was trying to get her to get out of the car and it took a long time. I had to keep telling her. She was pissed off. She wants to be back in her bed. She's a luxury puppy. Look at that sweet girl. You ready to go home? We're not going home yet. We still have a little bit more exploring to do. Never been over here before. Let's explore it together. Before this was a park or part of Austin, or even owned by Thomas McKinney, this land along Onion Creek was home to indigenous peoples, including the Tonkawa, Lipan Apache, and the Comanche. They followed the water, used the rocks for shelter and protection, and moved through this area for thousands of years. And standing here, it's easy to see why anyone would be drawn to this land. What's crazy is I can actually see that dumb building they're building on Rainy. You see that right there? Oh my gosh. By the early 1800s, the same stretch of land became part of the El Camino Real de los Tejas, a major travel route connecting Mexico to Louisiana, where missionaries, traders, and settlers would have crossed Onion Creek right here where the falls are today. Someone just like left some sort of tub. That's obnoxious. Oh, look at all of the turtles though. Oh my gosh, there's so many of them. You see them? They are not happy that I'm looking at them. Oh wow. There are actually a bunch of little fishies, like minnows. I wonder how long they last in this pond. like if it doesn't connect back to the main water, because just based off of looking at it, it seems like it's been quite a while since that water had fresh water. Oh, she got a stick. You can have it. Will it calm you down? Even without much water, the rock formations are still very cool. Then in the 1850s, Thomas McKinney built his homestead here. The limestone ruins we're looking at were once a 2-story home, and just down the trail, he built a water-powered gristmill that used the flow of Onion Creek to grind grain, to make flour, to feed a large chunk of Austin. So this land wasn't just a house, but a working ranch, a mill, and part of an early Texas industry. Eventually, flooding destroyed the mill, and the house burned down decades later. But there's still this eerie piece frozen in time, surrounded by the cause of the local grackles. So like many of the state parks we'll visit, not only getting a bit of nature, but also a little bit of Texas history. Disrespect, bro. Don't come out here and carve your name on a freaking cactus. If you carve you and your lover's initials on a cactus or a tree, immediately 10 years of bad luck. And whoever you carved your name with, y'all are gonna break up, for sure. Proven scientific fact. It's just nothing. This is the gristmill. I mean, you know, not much going on over here. A little arch. I don't know if you can see it, but it's a cool little like chalk drawing. So you can see the pole, and that would be what would turn it around. Using the power of the creek. Now that's cool. Making the flour so we can make the bread. Well, we saw the homestead, we saw the gristmill. Nice little historic places to visit. And then we head back to the upper falls for our swim. I'm kind of trying to decide if I should leave her in the car or take her with me. Dogs are not allowed to swim. I call her my little alligator because Indy loves to swim, and so when I get in this water, she's gonna be freaking out. It's not too hot though. She could sit in the car. She's very cozy, comfortable in the car. But I know someone else would have a cow and be like, why is someone's dog in their car? What do you think? You want to stay here or you want to go for another walk? She's so sleepy puppy now. I think she might just want to stay and sleep. She's had a very long 2 days. She kept me safe both nights. I have to walk like all the way around to get down to the part that you can just kind of walk into versus it's just jumping off the cliff. I've done the cliff jump before, it's not too high, but the water is just also not that high right now, so you don't want to risk it. I definitely went the most difficult way possible to get over here, which makes me worried about how the heck to get out. Like now I can clearly see trail, but I don't know how I really got down here. We made it. It looks like I'll probably be the only one brave enough to swim today. It's winter, I don't have good tan lines. Oh, that is cold. Acclimatized, acclimatized, double acclimatized. Try butt or head? It's cold. It does get very deep. Intimidating, but worth it. This is not a waterproof camera, but we're here in the water of McKinney Falls. You can see the fall over there. Normally the whole thing might have like multiple little falls. It's really, really cool when there is a lot of water. Now that you're in, it's easy peasy. It is very cold though. I feel like that counts. I think we got our swim in. A great first dip in our first state park on this journey to visit every state park in Texas. A little old-fashioned river shower. As long as they're... That squirrel literally jumped from here to right here. Scared the crap out of me. That was actually so disrespectful. My next stop is going to be Bastrop, as well as some other parks around there. Oh my God. So if there's any restaurants, coffee shops, let me know so I can stop in. And now, once I dry off, head back to the car, that wraps up our time in McKinney Falls. I really appreciate you hanging out with me today, and I'll see you the next time we hit the road again. May I have my pants back? Also, I'm literally so dumb. I walked so far past this little shortcut. I swear I walked an extra like quarter of a mile to get around. Okay, probably not that far, but I could have taken 2 seconds to walk out. How did I miss this?